You know, Gav, do you smell that? Do you smell what the Rock is cooking?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, it's not the Rock. It's me.
Oh,
How are you today?
great. How are you?
It's a great way to open this.
Just open it on up.
We're open. You know what else is cooking?
Mm.
The fact that you and I are
What are we?
we are live. What? What's so funny?
I don't know.
What's in my hair?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
Why would it be your hair?
Keep looking up.
God damn you, old man.
So, Gab, what is our topic today?
Our topic today is how the species of Yoda repopulated the planet on no.
Mustafar?
No, so we're I wanted to ask you a question, or like a series of questions, and get your input, if that's okay. So how old are you?
23.
You're
Am I not doing good so far?
Jordan year. It's a good year. So what do you think? Okay. Now I'm gonna preface this by saying, I've been thinking a lot the past few weeks about how I feel about certain things and like what I'm doing, right? So at 23, how do you feel about where you are currently at 23?
It sucks. Yeah.
And elaborate, like in terms of like, we'll give you parameters, like stuff that you don't have to stick to by this 100%, but like stuff to think about is like, where you're at, like job wise, money wise, social life wise.
Yeah.
Just kind of like stuff in general. Like, did you do a bunch of stuff you thought you were going to do?
And then I'll turn it around and ask you the same thing.
Yeah.
So, I'd say job-wise, I love being ironic enough you are wearing the shirt.
Yeah.
Except you just need a chef coat and you're good to go.
Yeah, I do have one.
You do?
Yep.
Oh, that's right, you do.
I do.
I do like it. I do enjoy cooking a lot. I do want to plan on taking it further. But come to recent events, I don't know if it's going to be that long. But hence the job searches. Money-wise, I mean, I'm not disappointed in my checks.
Yeah.
But there's always room to grow. And stagnation is the ever most growing forefront and forethought of most people's careers ending. And, So, see what I did there?
Yep.
You saw where my head was going, but I couldn't get there.
Yep. It's all right.
And then as like a social, I think I have a, I don't.
No, me. I was.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I have the greatest social life. I mean, most of my time is spent with, myself, and my girlfriend. You. I mean, like, I don't really go out as much, especially how I used to. Not as much anymore.
Right.
It's more like tonight we're gonna do this, go see your girlfriends, get all the logistics done, and then and it'll end there. But I mean, like Friday and Saturday I'm working.
So would you say that you are? Would you say you are right now with the schedule that you work and like how things are going, like with your life and like kind of like on a daily basis? Like, would you say that like you are content or like comfortable where you are so far, or do you things could be different?
Things can be different. I mean, I'm not gonna say that I'm disappointed necessarily, because I think for the rise of which I've kind of came through, I don't think it's like the worst thing in the world, but there's definitely better places to go and more to learn and more to see. So I think the next step is just the next step to go up, you know. And I think look, if I look back on it like 6 years ago, would I be the most happy being at this point? Probably not, but I'd say there's only up from here, and there's so many things out there,
Yeah.
Be a chef somewhere else, become really good. Who knows? Maybe even own my own business, start an LLC. I mean, who knows? There's so many things to shoot for.
So if you were in high school and you woke up. It was like the last day of high school, like you're graduating, right? And you saw a video of like everything that's transpired up until today, like right now. But you had obviously you're back in high school. What would you do differently?
Mm. Would have went to Bloomsburg, finished out there, and then I wouldn't have teached. I wouldn't have taught. I would have. I honestly, if I would have looked to see the culinary experience that I've learned, I would have continued on that path afterwards. I really would have.
Okay.
I would have found a place, learned more, went to culinary school, and then, yeah, that's what I would have done.
So is there anywhere like specifically like if you had your pick of the litter, like for culinary, like if you wanted to let's say like tomorrow, like they were like if you could pick any place to go work, or if you could pick any like thing, would you go to culinary school first and then get
Well,
like,
the only reason that I would go, because like in October, like everyone now, it's you can have a degree in anything, but you have the paper, right? Now the experience that I have is small, but the reference I have could help. The thing is if I walk into your place, I go, I had this experience, but I also have this certificate.
Yeah.
It's like certified, quote unquote. Just looks better. Because you can also work while you're there. Most people are working when you're there. So that's kind of the whole thought process with that. But then I guess the same thing with you. Now, you are 24. Going to be 25. And, you are a very good banker. You took a work call, like 2 hours ago? Yeah. How do you feel about everything? Those three questions. Social life, money-wise, and...
I definitely think this could be different. I think a lot in my life changed pretty abruptly. Like every time something were to change, it changed abruptly, like with no say. Like, oh, these are now not your friends; these are your friends. Like that kind of thing. I definitely would have made like. I definitely think that where I'm at 24, I'm definitely in an upper echelon of 24-year-olds. Yeah. Obviously, there's 24-year-olds that are making tons of money and they're like going to school for be a doctor or a lawyer or something crazy, or maybe they have their own business by now and things along those lines. So that's kind of where my head's at, where it's like, me and a couple friends like talk about like what's the next step in terms of like living arrangements, money wise, job wise, like what are we going to do, so I think right now I don't I don't look at where I'm at as like a negative thing.
Yeah.
But I definitely think if I had made some better choices, maybe like a couple years ago, it would have been, I might be in a bit of a better position.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would agree. Not so much.
Yeah. I think a big thing for me was like when I graduated high school, I was still a part of this mentality that like, oh, dude, I gotta have a great car, I gotta have great shoes. Like I was a sneakerhead. And so it's like I gotta have cool clothes and I gotta spend my money on dumb stuff and like whatever. Now it's like, I make good money and I'm in a very good position right now with like bills wise and like income wise and that kind of thing. But I have this like, and this is kind of what I wanted to get into a little bit. It was like I have this weird feeling that no matter what I'm doing, it's not quite what I should be, or like it's not quite good enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for example, I had a goal. Well, so like when I started my new job, I can't believe I've almost already been there a year. Jesus, it's going to be a year in July.
Holy shit!
I know. I had a goal when I first started. And I'm like, I'm going to do this by this date. And that goal was, I wanted to be able to save up $10,000 in the first 6 months of me working there.
Yeah.
That was my goal. I achieved that goal, and I thought when I was like halfway there, I'm like, dude, once I hit it, it's going to be awesome and blah, blah, blah. And then I hit my goal, and it was like,
what's next?
Yeah, like on to the next, And like moving forward, it's like, I don't have one of those things where it's like, I get a good paycheck and I'm like, the first thing I'm going to do is go and buy this, that, and the third. It's very much like, you can even ask Sky. It's like very much like, I can buy this 50 times over. And I'm standing in the store like holding it like, I don't know. Because the way I think is like, okay, I might have let's just say I have $10,000. With that 10,000, yeah, I could be ghetto rich and I can go and buy a nice watch and a couple nice chains and nice shoes and clothes and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. But then when the money's gone, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get a new car, trying to get a new like house, trying to kickstart my life and do what I want to do. Um, so I just kind of have this feeling of like no matter how much I make or like what I'm doing right now, I feel like I'm kind of just like I'm not like I'm progressing, but like slower than I think I should feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, do you
Yeah.
feel like that?
I do. I do. I mean, like, with everything, it's like I feel most people at like our age, 20 years ago,
Yeah.
right? Most of them already had a house.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them might have been married.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I know there's the extenuating circumstance of like how it is buying a house now. Like, I know
Yeah.
people in their position that are their age that can't even buy a house. I know things have changed in that front, but I don't know. I feel like I don't know. They're just there's gonna be something that's gonna be better, and you're just gonna have to like figure it out and find it. And same thing with me. It's just like is is cooking something that I want to continue. Yeah. So now it's more so like, well, how do you get there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So, do you think there's a way that like, do you think that there would be a way to where like, you would want to, or you would feel like you would have to like change career paths again, or do you feel like you're kind of like, you know what, I like to cook, whether it be a line cook, a chef, a sous chef,
Yeah.
whatever. This is the world I want to be a part of. This is what I'm going to do, and then just
well, see, I like doing it. I've always liked doing it. So I think it's almost like burn the boats.
mm,
So
yeah,
yeah.
okay. So then if let me ask you this question: do you think, let's say for example tomorrow you wake up and you can no longer you the federal government of the universe has banned you from being a cook of any kind or a chef of any kind. What do you think what career path would you want to go back into? Would you want to go back into like teaching? Would you want to do like more like sales,
Sales wouldn't be a bad.
construction?
No, definitely not construction. Definitely sales. I loved sales. I mean, a lot of my jobs leading up to that were like a lot of sales. Like even in like scouts, you would sell popcorn. You know, it's actually you have to have 90 degrees there, and then you're supposed to touch.
I can't do it with this. I can do it with this hand.
Yeah. Anyways, tisms,
Yeah.
actual tisms.
Yeah. Sorry. But no, so the reason I'm asking is like this, like if you, because this is something that I feel I constantly see on like Instagram and TikTok and Twitter and stuff. It's like these gurus and they're like, you could be a millionaire by 30, you could be a this by that, you could do this by this, right?
Yeah.
And the way that I feel, and a couple other people I know feel this way as well, is like I don't want to be an employee.
Yeah.
Like knowing, like, waking up and going to work and being like, I only have a couple days before it, like it's Friday night. I have to do something tonight, tomorrow, or Sunday, or else it's going to be a waste of weekend. I got to go back to work. I got to do this. And me being me, I do work nice hours. I'm not working until like midnight every night, obviously. But I just feel like there would be ways like that I would like to try to, like I feel like life could be different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like if tomorrow I wake up and I'm fired and they're like, you can never do this again, right? What would I do? I feel like I would just try to do everything I could for myself. Like I don't think I would go back to the job pool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I think I would be like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go on try my hand at something because you listen to all these older people, like Jordan Petersons and Shapiro's and just really like more like influential people, even like Jesse Ventura. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
not they always say like your 20s are for where you have to fail. Like your 20s are for where you try different things to set up the rest of your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you try something, like if you're like right now, like you know how many people I know that are working like a dead end job and like don't do anything. What they're like, they go to work, they get like a $800 paycheck, which is like
Ugh.
nothing's wrong with it, but like they could definitely be doing better if they worked a little harder. And then they go and they spend it all on nothing, And I just think that, like, for me, I can't live like that. Even if I'm making good money, even if I have a good job, steady income, I'd rather, not I'm saying I'm going to throw everything away and go and try to be a professional athlete or
Basically, what
something.
he's saying is you guys are gonna blow up this podcast so we can make this our only job.
Right now. But, yeah, I don't think, I would rather, I think that, like, if things were to change drastically and I was left in a position of either continue, like, for example, if I were to get fired or if I were to, like, something crazy were to happen and my job is no longer a job.
Yeah.
Like, the federal government of the universe is like, you can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
I really just don't think I'd be like, you know what? I got to go find another place to work at or whatever. I'd be like, you know what? What can I do to drive myself? Like, what can I do to be an entrepreneur or to start my own business, start my own, like, money game? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like, how do I do that? And I just feel like a lot of people our age, like, don't think that way. And I wish sometimes I didn't think that way.
Yeah.
Suppose
you can collect an $800 paycheck every 2 weeks and
be fine. But at least I can get Chick-fil-A. Well, I mean, think about it. Like there'll be times where even you're like, and I feel like this a lot because I don't really like to go out to the bar. I'm a boring dude.
Yeah.
I don't want to go out to the bars.
Way. Yeah.
I don't want to. And a lot of the time, I don't even want to really drink. So it's like there'll be some times where you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to drink or like have a beer and stuff. I'm like, dude, I give you shit for it, but like, I'm like, dude, I love
doing that here.
I don't even want a beer. You know what I mean? Or I don't want to drink. And then sometimes I'm like, dude, I really wish that like I was more game to like getting up and going and blowing some money and like having a,
Well, see, like that's why I like drinking like here, wherever it is.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather spend $20 on like a rack and come here and like relax and chill out. But like the last time I was at a bar was when I was with you guys.
Yeah,
that was the last time.
Yeah, I mean, besides this past weekend, I really don't go out like without you guys, and I really just chill at home.
Yeah, so would I. Yeah. Read a good book, aka TikTok.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the other thing too is I feel like I'm a little bit of a victim of like the TikTok, for you page pool where it's like you have to, buy my book and do this and that. And I'm never gonna like spend money on anybody else's stuff like that, where it's like I got rich in 90 days and that kind of thing. I can make you a millionaire in a week, but I do think that like it definitely kind of changed how I look at things. It's like I might spend some money on food, clearly, or I might spend some money on like whatever. But I don't like, dude. Could I go like did I like when I was starting to make money? I bought things that I really, really wanted, right?
Yeah.
Like I wanted it for years. I'm going to do it. It's going to happen. And I did. But like, am I going out to Best Buy and getting a new TV? Am I going and getting new clothes every other week? I have a real problem spending money on myself.
Yeah.
It's a real problem.
You're telling me, I'm sure if they went back, I think you and I are trying to find like episodes to clip from, and I was wearing like the same like sorry. Hey. Yeah.
So what would you say? So like, what is the last thing that you bought yourself purely for the want, not for like, well, I can use it for this or use it for that. Like you just wanted something
the
you
want?
bought. Mm-hmm.
Dude, I actually don't think there was anything.
Really?
Yeah. No. And like, yeah, no, because like all the stuff in my card is stuff for like the podcast and the bed and everything, and yeah, there's no wants in there.
So you should probably go buy something you want.
Well, see, that's the thing is like when we were at Cutco, threw all my money away. Like not like spend it, like can't touch it because like that was what they always talked about. So that was just what I was so. I don't want to say brainwashed. That sounds bad, but it's what I did.
Right.
And the thing is like, a lot of bills, all this stuff, get the car, all this stuff adds up, and it's like, well, could I go and buy a new pair of Vans? You know my white one. I don't want to beat the shit.
Yeah.
Could I go and spend $60? Yeah, I could. In my head, it's like, well, $60. you know, I can get a couple cameras and things like that,
Mhm.
or $60.
Yeah, you put like a more practical use for it.
Yeah, and then it's like the one that's like, all right, well, I was gonna get some flags for like the BMC,
Yeah.
but then I was like, I need brakes, so I was like, could I spend?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's also different though.
Yeah, but no, it was just like, I guess I could, and I'm like, oh fuck, that's right, I need it because I was gonna do my brakes, so I buy brakes instead. That's just kind of how that ends up happening.
Well, yeah. I
I
mean,
think Cutco kind of did that to us,
yeah. Well,
especially me.
I think more so the fact is just like I just have a problem spending money on myself sometimes because it's like, yeah, it would be cool to have it, but if I hold off on getting it for another like 2 weeks, 3 months, maybe 2 months, then I can actually get something even cooler.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of fall into that cycle where it's like, I like with the Apple Watch. I was talking about getting an Apple Watch for like 6 months before I really did it. The only things that I really bought for myself that I mean, really, it was a want more than a need, but it was still functions as like a necessity. Is like my PC, because I use that for a lot of different stuff.
Yeah,
A lot of it's gaming and hanging out and using it for fun stuff, but I do use it for a lot of other things.
sure.
And I think like my phone. I wanted a new phone. I had the money for it. I'm just gonna buy. I could have bought it outright, but I didn't because I was like changing plans and whatever. Headphones, same thing. And it's like these things where it's like it's piling up one after the next, and I'm like, dude. Then I feel like guilty of myself. I'm like, dude, I just made like, let's just say for example, I made $1,000. Then I just went and spent 200 of it. I'm like, dude, now I only have 800, which means I can only save this much and I can only do this much with it, and it like eats at me sometimes. But I don't have a problem spending it if it's not me.
Dude, same way.
Like if you're like, yo, dude, listen, I need like $2,000 to go and do this, I'd be like, got you, solid.
Yeah, well, you also
If
get
it's-
that back.
Well, no, but I'm saying
I know
like,
what you're saying.
if it's like, yo, bro, we're going out to eat. All right, cool, I'll buy.
Yeah,
Not every time, but I feel like it's more so like, if you're somebody that like I care about, you're somebody that I want to do things for. I'm not gonna argue with you over $20, $30.
Yeah.
It's not in my.
it's not even worth it.
No.
Yeah,
But yeah, dude, I just like
I've noticed that with Christine because like when her and I would go out, obviously like I pick up the bill,
yeah.
but it's just like I'm like,
Is it? Do you pick it up when we go out?
I will. I'll pick you up. We go out. But it's like
You
to
heard it
me,
here first.
it's not even a thought in my mind. Like I genuinely want to.
Yeah.
Or it's like say like you picked up or like whatever it is, and we go back and forth. Like it's not a thought in my mind. It wouldn't bother me. But it's like, how many times have you guys roasted me about like only having so many clothes or like Matt? We know when you get paid.
Yeah. Just go
Go
do
and get a shirt.
it. Yeah.
It's like I did. I got another shirt. Get more.
Yeah. Like I remember how excited you were when you got all those like Hawaiian like shirts or like button down shirts or like whatever, and you were like, yeah, blah blah blah. And the way I think we know what we should do.
What?
We should do like a because like it can't be a weekly thing, but it can be like a monthly thing where we just put some money aside and then we're both like, all right, dude, how much you got? Let's go buy some stuff.
Or we could do this. We could just do a 2-month process.
Mm-hmm.
We save like $200 every paycheck,
Okay.
right? Small amount.
Okay.
And then after like 2 months, we come back here and we do a haul,
Like for the podcast.
like for the podcast.
Oh no. No, we have to do
Hi
that
guys, so I went to Victoria's Secret and I got this bra.
No, dude, we got it. I'm saying
If
like for
people from the
ourselves.
BMC heard me say that, they'd be back in my
Yeah,
DMs.
they'd be like,
That
hey,
was a rough time.
fabulous. Hey, sexy.
Oh my god.
You look strong.
That's the reason I got rid of
I know.
the I couldn't do it. Anyways.
So we have to do stuff for ourselves. So like we'll go and we'll get you clothes and we'll get me like I don't know, jewelry. I like watches. Go buy a watch.
Tony Soprano. We'll get you some more Tony Soprano clothes.
Yeah, more Tony Soprano clothes.
Oh, and Ryan works at Polo now, so you can use a discount.
Solid. Let's roll up in there like you.
I think it's 30%.
Nice.
I think.
Nice.
I don't remember.
Well, yeah, we should. But I'm saying like we should kind of get into that kind of like rhythm of like one maybe I know us being us, it's not going to be like a every time thing, but like I think
No,
if we
I
were
mean
to say,
I wouldn't.
like one thing.
Yeah, and I think too is like if especially for me, like if I go, all right, in 2 months, Gavin and I are going out, right? And I'm like, we're gonna go on like a Monday,
Yeah.
and like so we do the podcast on Tuesday, we go on a Monday. we go and just get some clothes
Yeah.
or just do whatever. Like, because I don't shop. Like, I hate shopping.
Same.
I hate it. And it's like, just because, like, I'd rather just go on Amazon and just go, I need this.
Mm-hmm.
But
even then, it'll sit in my cart for like a month, and I'm like, I don't need it.
So I have this bad thing on Amazon where I go, all right, I need this, right?
Yeah.
It's like the flag stuff at the BMC, like everything a little different, so we have some differentials. Sitting in there for a while, and then I went to go buy my brakes, and I'm like, I have to save this up for later because I can't buy it all in one. And I'm just like, oh yeah, dude, there's so much stuff in there. But then it's like, okay, we need production lights, we need panels, we need this, we need we gotta get the table with microphones.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't a thought process.
No.
I need a new shirt.
Do I though?
My exact thought process.
Well, that's how I think, and that's kind of the thing is like sometimes it gets me down in the dumps a little bit. Where I'm like, I wish I could just go out and ball out and do whatever, because what is the point of working for your money if you're not going to go spend it?
Yeah.
But also at the same time, it's like us in our position, like in the like how society is and how rates are and money and everything is like everything's kind of up in the air.
Dude, have you checked to see how much it costs just an apartment right now?
Oh yeah.
You're easily.
Well, that's the thing is the government's talking about cracking down on landlords because they're apparently there's like a little bunch of like too many cases or whatever of landlords insufficiently raising the rent, so like for no reason. So then they're trying to form something to crack down on landlords, like pass a bill or something where it's like, it has to meet these requirements for the bill to be raised by this %, and so, no, it's just one of those things. I think like it's tough because I'm kind of constantly fighting the battle of like, well, the world's gonna end. Let's go spend the money. Versus, the world's gonna end. I need the money. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like the battle I fight a lot. Buying things for myself. But maybe I'll go. You know what? I'll buy a new suit.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah. You don't need a suit because you don't work in that field, but we can get you a suit.
Cool. What was it? There was a quote. It wasn't Morgan Freeman. Steve Harvey. Mr. Harvey.
A black, a brown, a gray, a blue, and a charcoal suit.
Yeah. He's like you need five
tan suit.
You need 5 suits.
Yeah.
5 suits, 5 shirts, 5 pants. That's all you need.
You can make 120 different combinations right there. I have like 4 of those 5.
Really?
Yeah. But
same, not really, but same.
We'll get you there. Don't worry about it.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, we'll get you there.
Oh, I felt your ring. Is that my ring?
It's my ring.
Oh. Totally off topic, and I know we're on air. But remember that ring that I bought at the Renaissance Fair? Mm-hmm. Lost it. Bought a new one because I wanted to replace it.
Yeah.
Found it. Now I have 2 rings.
Wow, you can wear them in either hand.
So, funny story. The new one fits both. The old one.
Right.
Oh, wait, no. It's on my ring fingers. So, I wear my pinkies, but I got the other one stuck on here, and I had to use
Nice.
I had to use soap.
Burning eyes. This almost got stuck yesterday.
Really?
I was bloated yesterday, and I was like, dude, it can't come off. It was terrible.
But yeah, there's definitely stuff we can do. Cause like I know the past 2 days, maybe 3 days, but I've been looking for a new spot, something that's like the mid-20s, maybe 30s per hour, somewhere around you're at. But who knows? Maybe I'll just leave and work at your place and find a better job to go chefing at. And
maybe you go back to teaching. Maybe you hit it big and become a billionaire, and then give me like half.
All right, I want to make you a promise right now.
Yep.
If I become a billionaire,
I just need one billion.
Wait. Oh, billionaire. Okay.
Yeah.
On air.
Like if you have more than
if I get $1 billion,
yeah.
you will get half. Nice. I want to be rich together.
Nice.
It's my only stipulation. We have to have the same color Bugatti, and whenever I see you, we both have to go. We'll call you Bugatti.
All right.
Done. Yes. No, Jeremy, I know you're out there. But yeah, no, it's definitely been the thought of my brain, especially the past couple days. Mm-hmm. But yeah, dude, that's one thing that I've always thought about is like, and like just prove it to you. Like, I'll show you my Amazon shopping cart. It's all saved for later because I took it out of my cart to save for later.
I delete everything.
Yeah. Well, I don't delete it because my thought process is, well, if I want it.
Well, that's the thing is like I would actually need to buy something else. So then I'm like I can't buy everything. So but I can't. But that's the thing is I can.
So can I? Yes.
And I'm like I'm not going to do that.
So
like, you know the things in your car, the wind, like the visors, that
yeah.
like on the wind. I was gonna buy a set of those, to put on my car, and I'm like, there's like $30, and I'm like, but yeah, or we'll hold off, and then it's like a constant cycle of like,
yeah.
So the way I kind of look at it now is like I'm trying to teach myself that like, if you think you've heard me say it a few times, it's like money comes and money goes. So like, as long as you remember that like money comes, money goes, right? So it's like people have the problem where they get money and they can't let it go. Money comes in, money goes out. Money comes in, and what it's coming in from is you dictate, and what you dictate. The reason of that money coming in will dictate where that money's going out to. Bars.
Interesting.
Yeah. So.
No, that's good. This is a good idea.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
So, I'm actually gonna go buy a bunch of bubblegum, but like $400 worth because I don't want to ever run out. Because the world's ending, like you said. I have to be chewing on something. Something has to be in my mouth at all times.
All right. So on that note, thanks so much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning into another episode of Stuttering in Silence. And with that,